Yo, 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 what's good, homies at home? That's just your boy RC here. Get ready to get into this video about Watch Mojo. I haven't reacted to a Watch Mojo video in a while. I haven't even watched one in a while. We're gonna get ready to get into this video called Top 10 Worst Games of 2016. Now, there have been some pretty bad games that have came out. Like, I know my friend TJ Top Chef plays a lot of games, and I've seen some of the games he played. Like he tried playing like, let me go to his channel for a sec, because he always live streams the games he played. He does good live streams, by the way. But there have been some bad games like recently. I wouldn't say the last NBA live game, but I say the last few NBA live games have been pretty bad. Um, 7 Days to Die has It's been okay. That game's been okay, but it crashes. I've seen it crash a couple of times. And there's been like different games, but you know what? There have been pretty bad games. Like I said, I can remember a lot of bad games on PlayStation 1. Like, now y'all seen me play Simpsons Wrestling. It's pretty okay, but WCW Mayhem, WCW Backstage Assault. And then I can remember like some wrestling games on PlayStation 2, like the Legends of Wrestling series. It was just too glitchy. And I remember it froze a few times on me. And then, let's say like PlayStation 3 wise, NBA 2K. Like NBA 2K 13 through 16 on PlayStation 3 has been the same. There's really no story mode like they have on PlayStation 4. But you know what? I've been jaw jacking for almost 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and hop into this video. Remember to give it a thumbs up, smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Let's go ahead and hop into this video right now.
It's that time of year again.
Just another day for you and me in paradise.
Welcome
Homefront
to
the Revolution.
WatchMojo.com.
I
Today
haven't
we're
even
counting down
heard
our
that
picks for
game.
the top 10 worst video games of 2016.
Top 10 worst
These
video games.
robots gone wild are tearing the place apart.
Man, a lot of these
We're
games I've
looking at
really
the most
never heard
loathsome
of.
titles released within
That's
the
how
past
bad
year.
they were. I
If
never
you
heard
don't
of
see
them.
the game you hated the most on here, be sure to check out our top 10 most disappointing.
The new Spider-Man game that just came out that TJ was live streaming the other day. That game looked like it was on PlayStation 4, but it looked like early PlayStation 3 graphics. It was just it was real like it was
Games
real
of
weird. The
2016.
voice actors
No Man's
just
Sky.
it was bad.
But
No Man's
he was
Sky.
caught and
No Man's Sky,
arrested.
yeah.
Number 10, Hardware
No Man's
Rivals.
Sky was pretty bad.
What do you get when you mix Call of Duty and Twisted Metal? Nope, this isn't a bad joke. Hardware Rivals lets you pilot a tank called a
That looks
fast
so
attack vehicle
bad.
to blow up your enemies and take home the glory, if there was any glory in playing this
It
game.
really
that
does
is.
look like Call of Duty and Twisted Metal mixed together. It really does.
Unfortunately, this $20 online shooter has nothing unique
You know
going
what
for it,
reminds
as
me of
it lacks very
WWF?
little
It reminds
content
me of
to keep you
WWF
interested.
WWE Crush Hour. That's what it reminds me of.
Game modes are just your run-of-the-mill deathmatch and capture the flag. The action is bland and unengaging. Progression just doesn't feel
That's
as
what it reminds
satisfying
me
as
of. It
should be.
reminds me of
The weapon balancing
WWF
can
or
be
WWE
really
Crush
unfair at
Hour.
times. It's best if you just
Because Crush
pass
Hour
on this
did this.
experience.
Only Crush Hour was better. So,
Number 9, Magnets, fully charged.
Magnet's fully charged.
We've had a lot
I
of
never
good
even
indie
heard
games
of
over the
that
past
game.
few years. Magnets Fully Charged is not one of those.
It
While the
looks.
gameplay was
That
basic and easy
gameplay
to learn,
looks
it wasn't enjoyable enough to stick around.
kind of
The
bad.
gameplay was tedious, and the game doesn't do anything with
Pokemon
the
Go
ideas
looks
it
better than
has.
that.
Instead, each level feels more like the one that just came before it, but with a
Yeah.
bad difficulty spike, leading to a monotonous experience.
Pretty much. And the overhead camera view really don't help out much.
Also, for a game whose character designs are admittedly somewhat creative, the animation lacks personality. In other words,
Yeah.
this game just comes across as lifeless and occasionally boring.
Yeah. It's like
Number
it
8,
tries to
Kickoff
mix Super
Revival.
Mario Brothers with Spyro almost,
Before
and
the
it's
FIFA
pretty
games,
bad.
Sega's Football Manager, and Konami's Pro Evolution Soccer, we had the simple
FIFA.
series of Kickoff in the early 90s.
Kickoff. Yeah. That looks pretty
Unfortunately,
basic.
times have changed. Keeping the same control scheme from the older titles only made the responsibleness and accuracy feel really awkward.
What? they really try to redo or
In
replicate
between trying
kickoff?
to guess what actions your player would actually do from the single button control
Wow.
scheme, the AI is pulling weird maneuvers ranging from pacing back and forth to driving its feet into the ground. And that camera placement does not help
Wow.
with trying to keep up with where the ball is. Number 7,
That's crazy.
Mighty Number 9.
Mighty Number 9. I never heard that.
After numerous delays, one would expect the extra time here to be spent polishing up the game, making sure it
And, like-
works and looks nice.
Yeah.
Warning you, Beck. Stay away.
But look at what happened.
Controls
They
were fine,
delayed it
level
only
design
for it
was
to look
horrible,
like
Voice
that.
acting was cringe-inducing. The game was prone
Yeah,
to slow
kinda
down,
like
and
the
art
Spider-Man
style made the
game that just
look
came
just
out.
plain ugly.
Come on, Will. Show a bit of enthusiasm.
The lack of quality led to many of the game's
I'm pretty
backers
sure that Spider-Man
questioning their
game is going to be
donations
on
to the
this list
project.
too. I'm pretty
Was
sure
it
it
really
might
all
be.
that atrocious? Well, there have been
If
worse
not,
games,
then somebody
but
need
the
to go take a
reputation
look
garnered
at it and
only for
then
it to implode in on itself is what
redo
earns
this
it a spot
list.
on this list.
Because that game, the voice acting was god awful. It was bad.
Number 6, Homefront: The Revolution.
Homefront: The Revolution. I haven't even heard of this game at all.
We could just have you watch a highlight reel to see all of the game's issues, but that wouldn't make this video very interesting now, would it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, run, run, run!
Deep Silver's take on the Homefront series featured an
Oh my
incredibly
God, that's
dull
messed
story
up.
in addition to a cornucopia of bugs and glitches. NPCs behave in
Bugs and
strange ways by
glitches.
running into walls or glitching through objects. Even
That
the
looks
player
worse.
character will go through bizarre animations.
What?
On my list. Of course she's not, but these things can't be planned for.
Pair that with some choppy frame rates, identical character models, and really bland story missions, and
What?
Homefront Revolution
That's
became
like-
the sequel that nobody asked for and nobody should play.
It's like somebody was just lazy to even improve the game. It has numerous bugs and glitches. It looks worse than Legends of
Number
Wrestling
5,
on PlayStation
Coffin
2, to
Dodgers.
be honest with you, as far as glitches go. What's the name of this
Looking
game?
more like a game from the GameCube days. Coffin
Yeah.
Dodgers isn't the addictive and
Coffin
exciting kart
Dodgers,
racer
really?
its trailers advertised itself as.
What is this game?
As one of 7 old codgers, you must race against
Wow.
death on mobility scooters around your suburban world. Sure, that concept is unique,
Weird.
but that doesn't make up for some
No, it's not
sloppy
unique.
controls
It's
and really
weird.
bad
That's a
frame rate
weird
drops.
concept.
Just turning your scooter can feel awkward at times, and the weapon hits won't register
the-
on a few occasions.
Look at the
With
controls.
looping,
I mean,
loud,
look at the
annoying audio,
control.
and the
How that
requirement
person
to do some
controls
grinding
the
just to afford upgrades, Coffin Dodgers was not the triumphant
whoever it
return for
is.
kart racers.
Aw. Definitely wasn't. That's so bad. That looks so
Number
bad.
4, Bombshell.
The control scheme and the controls look a bit awkward at
Developer 3D
times.
Realms brings us this twin-stick shooter, not action RPG like it calls itself, featuring the incredibly weak story of Shelly Bombshell Harrison and her journey across the galaxy to rescue the president from hostile aliens. Sound familiar? It should, because, fun fact, this game was supposed to be another Duke Nukem title.
Yeah.
Looking for some alien toilet to
Nukem
park my
forever,
bricks.
yeah.
Who's first?
Bombshell features some of the most lackluster level designs and
Just looks
dragged out boss
awful.
fights on this list. Combat tends to get repetitive early on, and technical issues will obviously show up from time to time.
Better check in with the commander.
Top it off with a lead character trying way too hard to be cool, and Bombshell was nothing more than a dud.
No, Bombshell
You
was
just
nothing
pissed
more
off the
than
wrong
bomb.
woman.
I like that saying
Number
that
3,
just pissed off the
Ghostbusters.
wrong
We
woman.
got our first
Yeah.
mission, Ghostbusters. Everyone ready to
Ghostbusters,
save
the
the city
game
from
was
imminent
as
death
bad
and
as
destruction, just
Ghostbusters
like
the
our
movie.
foremothers?
The remake
Yes,
they
we
did with all the
are.
women.
You might be tired about arguing over the movie, but everyone can agree on this
Uh-huh.
one. Many critics and players found Ghostbusters to be boring and fatiguing, even lashing out against the $50 price point.
It
That
happened
game costs
again.
$50.
As for the small presence of playable characters, we have our
Bill
selection
Murray
of
would
Ghostbusters with
be
different abilities, but none of them could add a
Holding
change
his
of
head
taste to
down
the
in shame
combat.
right now.
Should you play this game, hopefully for a more reasonable price, don't be surprised if you find every level to be basically a copy of one another. Not even the
This is
local
worse
co-op
than-
was able to save this game, with Fireforge
Wow.
Games filing for bankruptcy 3 days after the game's launch.
They filed for
Yup.
bankruptcy at 3 days after the game released. The company that made the game. It must have been awful.
Alakine's Gun. A Cold War shooter? Sign us up. Well, that's what players would have said if Alakine's Gun hadn't become the mess
Yeah.
it is now infamously known for.
Mesa is now infamously known for. What happened to the door. Well, oh my
Not
god.
only did it suffer from
And he
performance
glitched
issues
under
and
the
bad
floor.
controls, but it lacks many features that now have become an
What?
industry standard. You can't skip cutscenes, and autosaving is non-existent.
You can't autosave? Are you serious? Can't skip cutscenes
Even though
or
there are a few
autosave.
fun moments
Okay.
sprinkled in, there just isn't enough to make up for the poor pacing and dated visuals. While
It just
many players
looks
see this
very
as a
poor,
clone of
and
Hitman,
those
the game could have
glitches
been a
look
success had it not
bad.
contained so many issues in its
Oh my
execution.
god.
Heads up, guards! We haven't Heads up, guards! We haven't
Before we
It
get
just
to our
looks-
worst game of the
just
year,
looks
we have a few
bad.
honorable, or in this case, dishonorable mentions.
Yeah, definitely just honorable mentions. There's nothing honorable about this. This just looks bad. No Man's Sky and that new Spider-Man game that just came out better be on here. In the honorable mentions or at the #1 spot. What was that? That looks bad.
Number 1, Umbrella
Graphics.
Corps.
Umbrella Corps. What is that game?
Taking the crown as the worst
Really?
video game of 2016 is Capcom's half-baked and cringe-worthy attempt
Of course,
turning
it's
the
something that
horror-based
Capcom
Resident
made.
Evil
Of course,
series
it's something
into
that
a,
Capcom made.
esports shooter.
No enemies in sight. Oh, I take that back. Intense point-blank firefight. Alpha team made a smart move and took cover. That's one Bravo team member
Ooh.
down.
Intelligent use of cover right there.
Instead of campy survival horror fun,
Capcom
you're
just
given a
makes
zombie
pretty
shooter with
shitty games.
clunky mechanics,
I don't know why
severe
it's
technical
like
issues, and incompetent
Capcom
AI.
creators just don't put as much time as they should in with like the games they make.
Its main multiplayer mode was just way too chaotic
It's like
and confusing for
Capcom's
us to
are
even
modern day
register what is
Acclaim
happening on
Entertainment
screen.
as
To
far
this
as
day,
business and
many are
brand
now calling
goes.
it the worst Resident Evil game of the entire franchise.
Worst
and
Resident
that's
Evil
in a
game of
world
the
where
entire
Resident Evil 6
franchise.
exists.
Wow.
But your personal vendetta isn't gonna get us anywhere.
This is
Do you
even
agree with
worse
our list?
than
Which
Resident
games do you
Evil
think were this year's
6.
worst?
Don't worry. Before they come back, we'll get our chance to vaporize vengeful
Wow.
Class 4 apparitions too.
For more higher quality top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
That was just crazy. I'm surprised that the new Spider-Man game that just came out. Let me see, Spider-Man. Was it like Spider-Man video game? Let me see. This is what Wikipedia is for, because I seen TJ play it, and it was pretty bad. Let me say this: the Spider-Man games that were released on PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 were better than one that was just released. That's the Spider-Man video games, 2010s. Untitled Spider-Man game. Let's see. Spider-Man. What was the name of that game that TJ played? If I can remember the name of it, but I know I seen it in his live stream. And it was bad. Like the Spider-Man games for PlayStation 2 would look better than that. It's like voice actors were just awful. Everything about it was just awful. Voice actors, the cutscenes, I seen the game glitch a few times. It was bad. He was even pissed that he was live streaming it. So he probably deleted the video. But I'm like, bruh, that game is like the Amazing Spider-Man 2. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 game. In the movie, don't get me wrong, the Amazing Spider-Man movie that they just re-released, the first one and the second one, I said re-released, the remake of it with Jamie Foxx and that Andrew Garfield is actually good, but the game doesn't do it any justice. Yeah, that should have been on this list, definitely on this list. And some of you may disagree, some of you may agree, but I seen the game. It's a 2014 video game. Let me see. Well, I guess he was playing a throwback game, but I mean, it's pretty bad. Now, if it was released in 2016, they probably would have had it on the list. But it was bad. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Remember to smash that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, share. Until next time, it's your boy RC signing off. Much love. Peace.